What's good with everybody, man? How changing yourself changes the world, right? First, it starts within here, You need to change yourself first. All right, so you might be wondering, what does that mean, right? Let me get into it. So, changing yourself is way more important than changing the world, because think about this. Let me ask you this. The way that you perceive something, and what does that mean? The way that you view something, right? The way that you look at the world is how the world is. And what do I mean by that? The way that you view the world is the only world that you know. So your world is the world that you create in your head. For example, say you look at the world as violent, right? You look at everybody around you as violent. You look at the world as mostly negative, right? And I'm just saying in a general standpoint, right? Say you mainly view the world as negative, right? Negativity is always going around. You turn on the TV, all you see is negativity. That's going to be your world. Your world is how you view it. So that's all I mean by you create your reality. You create the world that you live in, right? So if you change your view, if you change yourself and you change your view, then the world will change around you. Now, a lot of people, they try to, now what I'm about to say, this never works to the full, all the way through, right? Some people you would see like celebrities, right? You would see some people who always talking about they want to change the world. The only thing that they can do is what they can control by themselves, right? So, for example, a celebrity, right? They always talking about they want to change the world. They want to help kids out that's living in poverty, right? They want to help kids out. They want to inspire kids, right? They want to spread positivity, right? And they always talking about that. But the only way that they're going to actually do that is if they change this and if they change this. If they change how they perceive the world, how they view the world, and if they walk around with positivity or not, right? Now, that is how changing yourself equals changing the world. If you really want to change the world and create nonviolence and have straight peace in the world, and you want to have straight positivity, you want to end this game. What I mean by this game, you want to make it, let's just use this for an example. A majority of you people, right? I'm not even going to call you people, right? A majority of us, right? Of us. Because at the end of the day, we all have shoulders, we all have arms, we all have a mind, we all have a heart, right? We all go outside and we all breathe in that air. So I'm going to say us as a whole. Us, we go through stuff when we're young, right? For example, if we're growing up with our family, right? Let's use this for example. Say one of our parents or one of our guardians, right? They always have their input on something, right? Say you go downstairs right now, you tell your parents you want to do something when you grow up. You tell them your goals, you tell them your dreams, even though they're not dreams, because a dream is when you close your eyes and you go to sleep. That's what a dream is. So I don't even like to call them dreams, but that's off topic, right? So you go downstairs, you tell them your goals, you tell them what you want to achieve in life, right? Your goals. And they tell you that, okay, cool, right? Even the supportive ones, if you want to call them supportive, even the supportive guardians, they'd say, okay, they just act like they supporting you, but really in here, they always, if they connected to their ego, and they always in their mind and they haven't found their true self yet, then they will always have their input on it, whether they say it out loud or not. If they don't say it out loud, yeah, that's better, right? But they always have their input on it because they connected to their ego. They always in their thoughts, right? They identify their mind and them as one. And it's not true. There's a difference. But what does that have to do with changing yourself and changing the world, right? I said that to say this, right? that example of of you growing up, right? If you really want to make it so that kids after you don't have to go through that, it's going to take some work, right? It's going to take the amount of work where as many people who click on this video and watch this video and hear what I'm saying right now at this moment, and they really is understanding it, and tomorrow when they wake up, they apply it to their life, and then you spread that to somebody else, or you send this video to somebody else, yeah, that's where it starts happening, right? Because think about this. Your son right now, your son or your daughter, when you have one, right? When they come on this earth, when they come to experience this life, the same way you is, the way that you perceive life, the way that you view life is always going to be in their face. They're always going to be in their ears. When they come in, you have to tell your kids, you have to let them be free. You have to let them be free. What I mean by that, you have to let them know that their mind, their thoughts, and their ego is not the same as their true self. And then you have to explain to them that the one who notices that they are having a bad day, or that they is having negative thoughts, or they is having negative emotions, is the true self. The one who notices it within them. You have to let them know that there is a point of true peace, right? You also have to let them know that if they want to spread positivity and they want to change the world, then it all starts within here and within here. Changing the world is equivalent to you changing what's in here and what's in here. It's the same thing. You are the world. Because the world is only what you perceive, and it's only what you know. Right now in this moment, however you say, I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible, you guys, right? So listen to this, right? However that if you say right now, I'm living in the world is negative, the world is positive, I want to change the world. Ask yourself this, what do you really mean when you say them two words, the world? What do you mean when you say the world? And when you come to your answer, you will realize that what you mean when you say the world has the possibility to be completely different than what I see when I say the world, than what your mom sees when she says the world, than what your dad sees when he says the world, than what your friend sees when he says the world. Anybody who says it could be completely different. The point of me bringing that up is simply to say to you guys, however you view something is your reality, is what is in your life. However you view the world is the world to you. Therefore, you changing yourself can change the world, and that also leads to the only way that you could change the world is through you. Go out and try to do as many things. Go out and try to give people money, right? Go out and try to help little boys, little girls, and spread positivity to them. Okay, that's cool, but you're not changing the world. You have to change what's within here and what's within here. You got to. And once you do that, then you can take it to the next step. And once you do that, once you take it to the next step, what I mean by that is, okay, you could spread this to people. However many people that you spread, that in order to change the world, they need to change what's within here and what's within here. Walk around with positivity and control their mind, control their life, create their own reality. That's when a change will happen. That's when you'll change the world. When people start focusing on themselves, that's when a change in the world will happen. Whenever the world's to a point where people don't go and turn on the TV, watch the news, and then an hour later they turn the TV off, they mad as shit. They negative. They're walking around for the whole next week mad because of what they seen on the news. People got to turn the news off and walk around, go outside, breathe in the air, and live in every moment and experience life for what it is. Right? I'm out. Stay powerful.